Today we're making falafels because Charlie and his mum has asked for the recipe. We're going to use a can of chickpeas that have been drained. They're going to go into our food processor. This one. In with the chickpeas, we're going to put a mixture of parsley and coriander leaves, a small red onion which I've chopped up, and 2 garlic cloves. We're going to mix that with 1 teaspoon of cumin powder. You can add chilli into here or any spice you like really, but this is just what we're doing for today. And I'm just going to give this a little mix up in the food processor. I'm just going to give this a little mix into there, mind it out from the blade, get it out from the blade, and then I'm going to pop in about 2 tablespoons of plain flour, and this will keep the falafels together when we make them into the falafel shape. I'm just going to mix this all up again to get that flour really combined. Have a look here. Yeah, that's quite nice. That's like breadcrumbs. So that's ready now to be made into falafels. I'm going to use a tablespoon to measure out the falafel mixture because it just makes it a nice little amount. Pop it in well floured hands. Give it a roll. Now you can either keep them as balls or you can flatten them down. I quite like to flatten them down because I think they're easier to cook. So you've made your falafels, they smell lovely without even being cooked. They need to go into the fridge for about 15 minutes to set. Right, we're going to fry our falafels in some, I'm going to use some vegetable oil, but you could use olive oil, you could use avocado oil or coconut oil. It does need to be quite hot, so you will need a parent to help you if you're unsure of what you're doing. If you don't like the thought of frying your falafels, you can put them in the oven. They will need to be brushed with oil, or get a baking sheet and just brush the baking sheet with oil and heat it up for a little bit before you put your falafel on. And then they take probably about 20 minutes in a quite warm oven, quite hot oven. But we're just going to fry them today because it's a little bit quicker. You have to make sure your oil is hot. I've just dropped a little bit of falafel into the hot oil. It's sunk to the bottom and now it's rising up and you can see the bubbles coming off it. This tells us that our oil is nice and hot and we can start putting our falafel in. Sizzling away nicely. So when they've been into your hot oil for about 3 to 5 minutes each side, they are quite lovely and golden brown. I'm just going to put them onto a plate to drain. If you've got kitchen paper, you could use that. I don't actually have any kitchen paper today, I forgot to buy any. We're just going to sit them here on this plate to drain. Don't try them yet because they are boiling hot. Right, so my falafels have cooked and I've taken them out. The pan still has very hot oil in it and it's very dirty. Please do not throw this hot oil away straight away. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a lid on the pan and I'm going to move it to the back of the hob so it's safely out of the way. The pan handle's very hot as well, so be careful of that. When it's cooled down, this can go out into the bin. Please don't put it down the sink because your drains will get blocked and then we'll be very, very unpopular. So just leave it to cool and then it can be disposed of carefully. There we go. Lovely falafels to eat with the hummus you made before. What a lovely snack. Crunchy and delicious.